But the medical examiner most likely, would you agree, is going to tell me that he didn't strike his head multiple times on the
Well,
toilet.
they're not gonna say it about this right here.
Okay, that's one. That's one out of
This
seven.
ain't gonna.
That's one out of seven.
This right here.
That's one out of seven. So I'll give you that one that happened last week somehow.
Yeah, the rest of his face is gone.
But the medical examiner is probably going to tell me that these other 6 all over his face didn't occur from striking his head on a toilet multiple times. Okay? Because if he fell, he would hit his head on a broken toilet once, not 6 times.
6 times, yeah.
And I think we can probably all agree there's probably no porcelain fragments in these wounds. So, what exactly did you throw? What exactly was it that you used to strike the face? A screwdriver?
Not even a screwdriver. You know, like what is it, a wrench?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
It's like a silver, like you use it with it's a tool, but it looks like an L almost.
Okay.
Like a tire iron?
Yeah, kind of like, yeah.
How big was
Not that big.
it? And silver?
Yeah.
I tell you what, because I feel like I'm talking to my. This is not your fault. It's because you're a girl and you don't need tools. It's like when I tell my 10-year-old to go into the shop and I'm like, hey, give me an end wrench. He comes back with a crescent wrench. You know what I mean? So.
It's upsetting how nonchalant Jefferson's being, given the circumstances. The detective's attitude seems oddly lighthearted as well, but this is intentional. We don't know exactly what's happened in the interrogation up to just a few minutes ago, but given the way they're interacting, and the detective making a joke within seconds of Jefferson essentially confirming she attacked the boy, it's safe to say they've built up some sort of rapport by this point. Keeping the atmosphere in the room somewhat light can make it easier for suspects to provide information, because things don't seem so serious and significant. This method is clearly working, so the detective tries to keep it up as much as possible.
And he doesn't. I tried to get him an encyclopedia of tools, but he's not really cool on that. He wants to like the books. So I'm gonna do with you like I have to do with him. Come over here.
Yeah, I did the same thing as I saw before.
Try it. Does this part on it move or turn?
No, it do turn. When you put it in the thing, you turn the whole little stick.
Okay. And this is silver?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the size it is, or is it bigger or smaller?
Yeah, that's the size.
Okay. Is this something you change a tire with, or is it like, what would you do with this tool?
Shit, change the tire.
Okay. How big is this in? Is this in hollow?
It's like kind of stuff.
Okay. And is this in the, you know what a ratchet is, right? Yeah, I've never seen it. Pull up a ratchet.
Like a little screwdriver.
The detective asks Jefferson to draw the object she threw at the child. At this point, she says it was a ratchet and that she only threw the object once and didn't strike him with it directly, in an attempt to still push the narrative of this somehow being an accident. However, as mentioned before by the detective, forensic medical examiners have the ability to match weapons to specific injuries and can tell the type, how many times, and how hard the weapon was used from them. By admitting to using this ratchet, even though she's only claiming to have thrown it, she has made their job and her conviction exponentially easier, because now they know exactly where to look.
That one probably not on the side there. That tool right there. That tool that really did it to me.
While he's pulling that up, did this occur in the bathroom or did it occur somewhere else?
Yeah, before you like when I went in there the first time and seen one scene, that's when I was like, you know, I don't get what the fuck is you doing?
You didn't want to be down?
You didn't want to. So I threw the thing, not to hurt him, but
How many times did you throw it at?
shit, just once
And where did it hit him at?
on the side of his head. Side space. Range, or whatever you want to call it. Range or
From what they're telling me, the forensic people, the toilet was broken not by a person striking, but by an object striking it. Did you strike the toilet bowl with that tool?
No.
Okay, what broke the toilet bowl?
That's when he jumped down and it's a cup that was in there too. So I don't know what you
Like that.
Yeah, you know exactly how that.
Let me see. Oh, so it is a tire. Yeah, okay.
Little toolbox in
Okay.
front of the toolbox. It was like tools in front of it when all of them wasn't in there.
Where's the toolbox kept from?
He said, where is it?
Mhm.
It should be kept in the closet or up under our bed. In the room.
But today, where did you get it from?
In the hallway. In my hallway in my room.
Okay, from your bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
This piece of information can be used to show Jefferson's intent and premeditation. If the tire iron, as we now know it to be, much heavier than a ratchet, by the way, was kept in or near the bathroom, it would make the situation more believable as a spur of the moment, without much thought, more likely to result in a second-degree murder. Stating that the iron was kept in a separate room, stored in a closet or under a bed, this shows that she needed to make the conscious decision to leave the bathroom, enter another room, open the closet or reach under the bed, retrieve the tire iron, return to the bathroom, and then throw it, clearly showing intent and purpose to her actions, which makes it much more likely to result in a first-degree murder charge.
So you threw it at him, and it hit him on the side of the face. What happened next?
I went to go get the towel.
The towel? Okay.
Then I came back.
I've got to ask, because you're saying it hit him on the side of the face. Did it cause a laceration? And because you're saying you went to go get the towel.
Yeah, I'm guessing so, yeah.
Okay. Where was he at when you went to go get the towel?
He was still in the bathroom.
Okay, what was he doing?
He crying at that point because he's mad after the thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, one more quick thing. You can tell how disconnected and uncaring Jefferson was towards this child because she says she thought he was crying, not because he'd just been hit in the face with a tire iron, but because he was just mad she threw it at him. Jesus.
All right. And how did the toilet get busted for real?
I honestly think when I threw that wrench,
Mm-hmm.
or it had to, because I don't think just him falling on it was going to bless it like that.
Again, I'm asking for like an honest explanation. Because I can't go to Erica, I can't go to my boss, we can't go to anybody else and say, yeah, she got mad, she threw it one time and it hit him in the face. Just one time on the right side and caused it to bleed. But yet there's injuries here, here, here.
Now at the top, I honestly feel like it came from the toilet after it broke.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know his finger was from the toilet because he was trying to use the bathroom and he was trying to hold the side of it and it's broke on the side.
Okay.
So, when I threw up, his finger almost gone at the tip, but I didn't even see him when that happened. So, yeah, it all happened.
Why was he trying to go to the bathroom in there after he hit it with the tire?
I was making him. He didn't have to. I was like, yeah, just pee, just use the bathroom. I mean, he used it, like he brushed his teeth, use the bathroom and do it normal.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't want to use the bathroom, so I told him go use the bathroom. Use the bathroom.
So while she's making excuses and trying to explain away some of his injuries as a result of his own doing, she's only making things worse. She's trying to say that one of the injuries on his head was from falling off the toilet, not from him getting hit with the tire iron, even though the reason he fell is because she hit him with the tire iron, and that a cut on his finger was from him holding on to the broken toilet while trying to go to the bathroom, even though she was the one who broke the toilet, and he didn't even need to go to the bathroom. She was forcing him to go to the bathroom as like a punishment for making a mess or something. A mess that was created because she hit him with the tire iron. Good God, man, this poor kid.
So he didn't want to see what you were telling him to.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He kept telling me he did, but sometimes he say he don't and go in the room and still pee. So it's like I was still trying to make him use the bathroom. Not thinking, no, I decided.
Yeah. Did you see that the side of the toilet was cut in his hands?
I didn't even see that. That's the thing about it. Like, I walked out and came back. He was, what he was doing, sinking in the toilet like this.
He was sitting on it?
He was sitting on the toilet, but with it being so broke, every time the piece fall, he fell right in the toilet with it, so he was sitting in the toilet like this. I said, "Kid, you got me." I said, "Pete, I know you feel it." So then when he got up, I finally seen this thing, and I'm like, "Oh wow, you hit down, so I had to feel it." The whole thing.
Throwing a toy at him isn't going to cause multiple lacerations to his face either. You know what I mean? If you pick up a toy and you throw it at him, let's just say it bonks him in the head. Let's just say it does cause a small cut or an abrasion. Okay, that's just one. But he's got, 6 on his head and his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure you threw it?
Yeah.
The tire.
Yeah, I threw it. Yeah. When he was in the bathroom, I threw it.
Did you hit him with anything else?
Yeah.
It was hard.
I hit him with the thing again when he came back in the room.
The tire?
Yeah.
Which bedroom are you talking about?
It is. Thank you.
And so he came into his room. What was he going into his room for?
He was coming in. He was walking in the room. He was thinking, "Yeah, go back in there and get your clothes and go." He went out. He was trying to go to the living room, do something. I said, "Yeah, no, please go. You already blood everywhere. You been like, you just not, yeah, you do the whole house, bro. I just got rubbed and cast out as hell. No, so, yeah.
So he tried to leave the bathroom and go into his room.
Yeah, he tried to leave the bathroom and go in the living room. I needed him to come in the room where I was, so when he finally did come, yeah.
This shows just how effective the keep things light tactic can be. With a couple fake laughs and agreeable head nods, the detective has gotten Jefferson to admit to hitting the boy again, directly this time. She also reveals more about his condition after the first attack, saying he got blood all over the house. Not only showing she was aware of how badly injured he was, but she looks at the detective with this like, "Can you believe it? The nerve of this kid," kind of expression on her face, as if this is something all parents deal with and is some kind of shared experience. I'll be interested to see when this full interrogation comes out, because whatever the detective said to build all this trust in Jefferson clearly worked like a charm.
Left side, right side. Do you remember?
I just,
How many times?
just once there. I just, and then I hit him in the butt with it. I thought he looked out for you long, because you're going to really.
So when he tried to go to his bedroom, when he tried to leave the bathroom, because he was bleeding, you wanted him to go back in.
I wanted him to come to the room to me. He was trying to tread blood out to the living room and the kitchen and all that. So I was trying to get him to come in the room with me, but he was acting kind of.
You don't know where on the head of the face you hit.
Obviously, one of the 6 spots.
You just swung it and hit him.
Yeah.
Now that only accounts for 2. What about the other 4?
I really can't even tell you about it because I struck on it with ranch shit twice. Or 3 times because I didn't want to ask too, but I don't think it's gonna be.
You sure it was on the butt, or you think it could have been up higher on his back? He's got injuries on his back.
It was safe. Right here.
Okay.
Props to the detective, man. He's doing a great job of keeping Jefferson relatively at ease while simultaneously keeping the pressure up. He keeps bringing up the amount of injuries they found on the victim, offering evidence to match the events Jefferson's describing, opening the door for her to confirm his suspicions and incriminate herself, all without being too aggressive as to not damage their relationship. For example, she says she spanked him. He brings up the injuries on the boy's back, which are obviously too severe to be from a typical spanking. So she goes, "Oh, yeah, that was them. I did that." She thinks he's buying her story about just trying to spank the boy, but actually, she just admitted to severely abusing him. She confessed to the act, but the evidence shows the real result.
Yeah. And I'm offering this out. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but could it be that you're so upset and so livid by this incident, by the way he's behaving, that you hit him with the tire more than twice, you just don't remember it? And that might account for You know, the multiple.
That he was so ill.
What makes you think that?
Because at the time, I kind of was upset that he wasn't listening, and yes,
What makes you think that you couldn't do more? Just because you were upset?
yeah, yeah. Mhm. They keep telling me to take in your ministry, but I don't really think I need it. But I think I need it.
You don't think you need it?
Oh no, I think I need it now.
This is another one of those soft confessions where the detective posits a possibility, she confirms that it's likely, and the evidence shows what resulted from it. Now, you may be thinking there's enough maybes, could haves, and possiblies flying around to prevent this from being labeled an outright confession. You'd be right, but the detectives don't need an outright confession. They need beyond a reasonable doubt. She claims she doesn't remember, she admits she can't control her anger, and she confessed to hitting a child twice in the face with a tire iron. Considering that, I think the jump from 2 times to 6, and the idea that maybe this isn't the only time she's harmed him, is more than reasonable. And I think most juries would agree.
I knew it was something because he kept doing up, and he was just laid there, and so I finally rolled back. And in my head, I'm thinking, damn, he might be dead, bro. But I didn't want to, feel like that, so I'm just call her ass again. She just kept telling me to call y'all, but I was in fear shit. I didn't want to. I just took him straight down.
I mean, it's not something that happens often. Sometimes people
It was bad because I feel like if the ambulance would have came, they probably would have fired.
I think they could have might have saved him.
Yeah, I know they could have saved him. I was just laying there with him. And he probably was dead when I was laying there with him, honestly.
You think he was?
I was just laying there with him. So could have been really gone, like, and if he is gone, and all type of shit going through my head.
The footage ends with Jefferson further showing her knowledge of the child's state and decision to do nothing about it, finally admitting that if she had called the paramedics, she knows they could have saved him.